Hey there, it's Claudia. Welcome to or back to For the Love of Four. I am having a late start to my day. I'm enjoying the cloudy windiness of our Vegas late winter. Winter started a little bit later than it usually does, and I get to listen to my puppies wrestle in the other room. So if you hear them bark, that's what they're doing. They're fine, they're just playing with each other. 13-week-old puppies will mess around as much as they can. So I figured I would share with you a look into my two different bujos. I have a collections bujo and then a regular like agenda type bujo. And for me, I like to keep it separate because I don't want to have to continuously transfer over certain collections and things like that that don't belong with my actual agenda. Now, for the agenda portion, I will do a quick walkthrough of February and then show you how I set up March. For me, I'm really trying to look for what type of layouts are going to work for me. What do I actually really need in there? What do I actually track? I'm trying to be as minimalistic as possible, but still have a place to be creative with the different doodles and coloring that I want to do. So you'll see some things set up or halfway set up that I'm just not going to finish. So I'm going to jump into my collections bujo. Please excuse the shadow. My bedroom light is set up over to the right of how I'm filming, and it's the only light in my room, so it casts a shadow, and there's really not much I can do about that. So I will try to pull my hand back if I see that the shadow is overtaking, because you can see it doesn't take much to cast it. So right here, I have some notes that I need to transfer from some paperwork into my bujo that came from our last PD meeting at school, which is professional development. And I have in here my framework that I am working on. And what it is a way for me to utilize the framework that my school uses while I am lesson planning and teaching. If I can check myself and make sure that I am where I need to be within setting up lessons and activities for my students, then I have more of an opportunity to grow. And if I have more of an opportunity to grow, I can be a better teacher for my students. So it was important for me to have this in here. This idea came to me after realizing if I keep a Bloom's taxonomy layout in my collections bujo, why not have the thing that's meant to build me up? So that's what I did, and I'll flip to that. This was online and was really popular, and it really stood out to me because it really helps with lesson planning and keeping me where I need to be, meaning I keep my students first, their needs, their data needs when I'm planning, and I try to incorporate something from each and every level. Sometimes I don't do so well, sometimes I do excellent at that, and so it's a growing time for me, and I like to keep this in the forefront. So thank you to whoever came up with this. This is just amazing to use. So if I flip this way, this is the start of what I've added. Here's my master grocery pantry fridge list, and I have room to grow. I didn't feel the need to fill it all the way in just to have a completed layout. It was hard enough to pull some of these things together, so I wanted to make sure that I kept it open to grow for when our pantry needs change. Skipping over this, I have this area where I'm going to be adding in my fervent strategies. I have them set up in my commonplace book, and I really want to have them in this book to keep with me because I carry this one every day. And then I just have some keto note taking, some self-care note taking from keto, my Bible study schedule, and then some more keto research notes. If you're ever going to do keto, you should really research it first. That's with anything that you start. Know what it is about, what the possibilities of it doing to you, to your lifestyle will be, and be prepared. I've noticed on a lot of the keto groups, a lot of people end up asking some very basic questions on there that all they had to do was just look up the information online. And so people are jumping in because they see that it works without understanding if it works for them. So I really suggest anytime you do anything that's going to be a nutritional change for you, that you either talk to a doctor or do some research. Preferably talk to a doctor. So that was my disclosure on that. Let's move on. This is my agenda, bujo. And I'm going to try to jump straight to February. Can you hear those puppies? They're going crazy. We got them some new toys. And if one takes a toy or a bone, the other one like kind of sticks their butt in the air, lowers their head and starts barking. And then they run and charge at each other. And then they tumble around like a tumbleweed. It's super cute. It's going to be hilarious when they start getting bigger, because right now they're only about 20 pounds a piece, which is pretty big, I know. But these dogs are going to be about 45 to 50 pounds. So they're 13 weeks currently. And if you go on to my Instagram, which will be linked below, you can see a picture of them. They're super cute. Back to my bujo. Here is my February intro page. I don't know why I draw this calendar. I don't ever reference it, but whatever. My monthly setup, I didn't like how it looked, so I never went back to it. So that's why it's so empty. And then it jumps straight in to my sleep log and my February reading log that I did not fill in, and I don't know why, because I have like 9 or 10 books that I read in February. And then tracking my sleep really helps me know what I need for my body, because I can compare my sleep to my mood, and I can really see why I need to make the effort to get more sleep. So there's my dailies, and you can see that there's some color in here, even though the color doesn't continue on. Let me move my foot so I can hold it for you. And then it jumps into my mood tracker, some more dailies where the color starts to dissipate. Here's a habit tracker. I didn't like how it looked. I didn't utilize it because I just didn't like it. And I got really messy with it. And I'm debating gluing these pages together or leaving it open so I can see what not to do next time. Some more dailies, my evaluations. I got all 4s and a 3. And then I have my craft room redo, which I decided to leave in this bujo and not my collections, because I really wanted to see this every time I was setting up my next day. And I'm almost done. When I'm done, I will film a second craft room tour, because there will be some changes in the room. So there'll be something new to share. Then you can see that the color really did just go away before popping back in. Like it's totally gone. And I have my accomplishments, highlights, and memories. The next days, I just added 1 extra more color besides my sleep. And I have a layout for my spring cleaning, which I also wanted in here. So when I'm setting up my days, it's in the forefront. And I'm going to be filling them in based on what I will be working on. My 4 children all have chores, and they have their own to-do list. And so I won't be adding their things in here. That's why I didn't really need that much space. And then it just went into my reflections for February. So here's my March setup. I thought it came out really cute. Still won't be using that calendar, but it works. And then I changed up my monthly setup, and I really like how it turned out. I already got in all of our soccer information, so it really helps to like kind of have a heads up when planning other things for my kids. I have my sleep log ready to go, which I will fill in day 1, my mood tracker. Here's how I'll be doing my habit tracking for March. I do have space for 2 more things to track, but honestly, this is all I feel like I'm going to need. And then I have my daily for today set up with some color added back to it, but I think I might change it. Now, some of the collections I have in here that I wanted to keep with so I can just flip to easy was my zebra colors, and then my Crayola Super Tips, And I did number them myself and attach the numbers to each one because they do not come with numbers or colors. And then I have a pen test here. So I believe that's all I have. Yep. And that's my bujo from February through March. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go separate my puppies. You guys have a blessed day. See you soon.